Hello, hello, thanks for stopping by. For this video I'm looking at Arkanoid Eternal Battle for the Switch. Published by Microids and released in 2022 for the Switch, the PS4, the PS5, Windows, and the Xbox consoles. This is a franchise that took a really early concept in video games and is trying to keep it rolling apparently. The goal here is to move your paddle around at the bottom of the screen and reflect the game balls back into play to destroy as many bricks on the screen as possible. I guess that's pretty basic in terms of gameplay. I mean, it is Breakout, right? Destroy all the bricks. With Arkanoid, they did attempt to give this one a backstory when it came out. Something about being in space, and you're piloting a spaceship of some type. You're trying to defeat a boss called Do. That's D-O-H. That's pretty much it. Overall, is the story actually worth it? Not really. I don't think so anyway. Just break some bricks. But it is Arkanoid, and I know what I'm getting. In this regard, it's one of those games that I do find fun from time to time. I'm not going to sit down and spend hours playing this, but jumping in and out for a few quick games, sure, makes a lot of sense to me. It's just a game that's probably not for everybody. This cart has a few options from the main menu. You get, of course, help, a few basic options. You get some leaderboards, and then you get some different game options. First, you get the classic Arkanoid arcade game. It's called Retro here, and it gives you this vintage-looking cabinet displayed on screen with your game in the center. The arcade console has a different ratio compared to your modern, standard TV monitor, so you're going to find it's centered with framework around it. This was the first game on the cart I played, and I gotta say, I was immediately irritated. The arcade image they have here, they make it warped on the edges to make it look like you're looking at it through an arcade cabinet. You have this little curvature around the edges near the top. I think this is a foolish novelty. They distorted the image, and worse than that, they don't give you the opportunity to change it. And you can't scale your image to just fit your screen. You have to keep it looking just like this. I'm fine with keeping the ratio of the game, but let me expand the image and get rid of this stupid curve. There's also arcade noise in the background. At first I thought something was wrong with my television, but I guess they planned this. In this day and age, to not give me the ability to turn off functions like this is baffling. Overall, the game isn't much different than the original one you would have played back in the day. If you want a modern audience to like something like this, you should be showering the players with every setting imaginable. Let me change the appearance, the colors used here, things that won't affect the gameplay. Let me turn off all these ridiculous functions you're trying to add to make it seem cool. Seriously, my NES cart of this game, it looks and feels more complete when I play it on screen. It at least fills the area. Still, we do have basic Arkanoid here, and you're going to go back and forth trying to keep the ball in play. It handles okay with a controller. You can speed up your movement using the bumper buttons. That's alright. There's an Eternal Battle mode, and you have to be logged in for that. It's an online thing, and it's a mode for up to 25 players to play against each other at once. It's sort of a last man standing type of a thing. You see this type of game style added to a bunch of classic games over the last few years. I think Pac-Man has something like this, and maybe Tetris. You have to pay for the Switch service, though, if you want to play this game, which also means it's going to get shut off someday, I'm sure, so enjoy it. Personally, I dropped my subscription. I got too many games to play. I don't want to waste extra money for no good reason. There's also a versus mode, and it's local play. It lets you play against a friend or against the computer. I have to say, this mode is actually really nice. Having a head-to-head version and playing against a computer opponent, it's kind of great. I actually think I had the most fun playing this. It was definitely the most interesting, trying to race through it as fast as possible to beat your opponent. I kind of like this one. The newest game mode is called Neo, and it's the same basic gameplay as your classic Arkanoid game, but you have updated graphics, new power-ups, and different space walls. The power-ups are always fun. You can get a multi-ball, you can get a bigger ship, a sticky ship, and the balls can be larger or faster, and that can certainly be helpful as you move forward. You can also get a laser blast and blow out bricks if you can get it. It's pretty, it's fun, and it continues to be Arkanoid. It's certainly fun learning the new functions with the power-ups and stuff, but you have to adjust to some slightly different controls. The music I think is pretty good in at least every place that I encountered it, and it feels totally acceptable for this game, but it does feel like the game is sort of lacking overall. It doesn't have a level editor. How did they not include a level editor with this game? It's on PlayStation and Xbox, the Switch. You don't include a level editor? My game Arkanoid 2 is something I bought for maybe $5 for the Famicom. It has a level editor. It's a 20-year-old game. Why would you not include a level editor here? It's a game that, if people get bored of the standard gameplay, they can at least make something that they want to play. That seems like a total logical thing to do. It can be difficult to get through all these levels, so give somebody the ability to make their own. That's so easy. It's been done before. And I mean, I'm not saying have a fully fledged online marketplace and a method to swap levels, just even a local level editor. That seems like a pretty reasonable thing to include. What a miss. I think the biggest question I had for this one after I started playing it, is it worth the price tag? I paid $30 for this new, I believe, off Amazon. For $30, I'd say no. I think maybe this is a $10 or $15 game hard copy. Tops. No level editor. And you have to use the Switch controller. I mean, maybe if there was a paddle controller to go along with this game, that might be a different story. A paddle controller was how this game was originally designed, and that's kind of what made the original one great. It has a better responsiveness and doesn't make you fumble for controller buttons. I could see myself buying one and being happier if I had it. But as it is now, it just doesn't seem like a very good value. If you could pick one up used for $15, yeah, I'd say that's probably a better way to do it. Well, that's all I have today for Arkanoid Eternal Battle for the Switch. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if this is your sort of thing. Hope to catch you on another video.